Small business is the backbone of any community, and no one knows that better than Megan Comfort and Nevada State Bank.
So much so that they conduct an annual small business survey, and this year there is apparently reason to be optimistic. Good morning.
Hey.
Thank you. Good morning.
It's great to have you in. So Megan, before we get into the findings, what is the significance to Nevada State Bank conducting these surveys?
Well, this is our 12th year, so we've been doing it for quite a long time. And it really kind of came out of feedback that we got from the business community. Economic information and just having stuff that they can utilize to strategically plan as they go forward into the future is very important for businesses. So it was kind of a brainchild that came out of just feedback from businesses in our state that are saying, hey, this information is important for me to have. It helps me as a business owner plan. And so that was kind of why we continue to do it every year.
Yeah, and with those questions and answers, what were some of the key findings that you guys ascertained from that survey?
Well, there's a high level of optimism going into 2025 from businesses in the state of Nevada. So a lot of businesses, nearly 2/3, actually feel really good about the overall direction of the national economy. And then over 70% of businesses feel really good about the state of Nevada's economy and the direction there. So there's a lot of positivity and excitement going into 2025 to grow.
Yeah, and with that, obviously, it's great that there was a lot of optimism. Were there any maybe concerns from small businesses?
There's always going to be challenges that are top of mind for businesses. The number one challenge that business owners have identified is just the steady increase in the cost of goods and services. What that does is it kind of creates a little bit of pricing pressure on them as well to potentially raise their prices. And so that's definitely something that they're keeping top of mind. The overall health of the economy is, of course, always going to be one of the main things that businesses are paying attention to and concerned about, although they feel good this year. Mm-hmm. And then the last thing is recruiting challenges. A lot of businesses want to grow this year, and so they are they're having some challenges with finding some qualified and skilled employees. That's actually gone up from last year to about 52%.
Yeah, I'm sure for a lot of questions, you can kind of guess what some of the answers are going to be, but there's always surprises that come out of any survey. So what surprised you the most this year?
I think the high level of optimism, I hope that translates into business results. Almost 2/3 of the businesses said that they expect to see an increase in their revenues and their profits. So there is a lot of expectation from businesses that they're going to see better results this year. Also innovation. There is a big focus on efficiency right now for small businesses. They're trying to figure out how can we utilize some of those tools that we're seeing out there, right? The technology, the AI, how can we help our employees and even myself utilize these tools and augment some of those simple tasks that take up a lot of time so that I can really focus on the things that are more important.
You all have a lot of resources that you offer, especially when it comes to small businesses, but you also just launched a podcast, which is really cool. Tell us a little bit about that and sort of the insight that you're giving on that.
Well, the podcast is called Through the Door, The Insider's Perspective on Running a Business. It's near and dear to my heart because I love learning from business owners. We have so many amazing entrepreneurs that are in this state, and they've learned so much over the years, just all of the things that have kind of been thrown in their direction, especially the last 5 years. So hearing from them, learning from their stories, learning some pieces of advice that have really helped them take advantage of some opportunity, maybe take some risk, or help them overcome a challenge that they're facing, learning that firsthand is just so valuable. I'm a true testament actually to that, learning so much from businesses over the years that I've applied in my own businesses that has helped me. So it's really nice to have the opportunity to create a podcast where people could just tune in, listen for 45 minutes to an hour, and maybe get something that's both educational and entertaining.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there looking to create their own small business, and I'm sure they could use that as a resource as well as the many other things that you guys lay on. So thank you so much for sharing that information with us, guys. Yeah. Be sure to check out Through the Door podcast, and you can also learn more about Nevada State Bank's 2025 Small Business Survey by visiting nsbank.com/survey.